Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And I'm back with a brand new video on I'd say a very interesting topic. It's romanticization of abuse in media. And it's been bothering me for a while, so I'm really excited to talk about it. But before we start, quick trigger warning as this video will have brief mentions of rape, violence, and eating disorders. So if any of these may trigger you, I advise you to click off this video and watch something else. I have other videos on my channel. Go ahead and check them out. Yeah, and for those who stayed, let's get to the video. So the thing is, not that long ago, I finished a K-drama. Oh my gosh, I watched K-drama. So scary. I'm a proud K-drama watcher. Yeah, sue me, sue me. So it's called Cheese in the Trap, and it was a pretty fun watch, but heck was it also a hard watch. For people who don't know what's it about, so basically there's this guy, Yu Jung, and he obviously has troubles. It's shown throughout the series. He uses others for his own good and punishes them according to his own version of fair. He's like a K-drama Kira, if that makes sense. Yeah. He does maintain a clear image though. But there's a problem. There's this girl, Hong Sol, and Sol sees right through him. She clocks that behavior.
한잔 따라드릴게요.
아니야 괜찮아 내가 할게.
아니요, 제가 따라드릴게요.
아니야 괜찮아 내가 할게.
아니요, 제가 따라드릴게요.
아니야 괜찮아.
아니요, 제가 따라드릴게요.
괜찮아?
괜찮아요?
야 휴지. 야 너 가서 옷부터 닦아.
일부러 쏟은 것 같은데.
닦아라.
웃네. 일부러 쏟은 거 맞네.
어디가? 닦으라며. 빨리 닦어.
And later we see that after her noticing that, he basically harassed her for a whole year for no reason. Okay, there was a reason, but it's not valid. Not valid, okay? It was really, really, really insignificant. So basically, she blamed Jung, very reasonably, I must say, for posting something. And she blamed him because others were siding against her, okay? And were blaming her for posting that thing against like one of her classmates.
사람이 잘못한 건 아니잖아요.
뭐?
나중에 저랑 얘기해요. 네?
아이 진짜 나중에 봐 뭐.
진상 진짜 아주 끝을 보는구나.
난 서린이가 해야 할 일을 했다고 생각해. 상철 선배한텐 내가 잘 말해볼게.
설마 진심이세요? 정말 제가 그랬다고 생각하시는 거냐고요? 선배도 있었잖아요, 계단 밑에.
무슨 뜻이야?
거기서 다 봤잖아요. 전 아닌데. 그럼 누굴까요?
얘 진짜 웃기는 애네. 너 지금 선배가 상처 선배 찌르기라도 했다는 거야? 선배가 이번 일 수습하느라 얼마나 고생한 줄 알아? 경찰에 고소하겠다고 펄펄 뛰는 집행부들 하나하나 다 찾아가가지고 설득하고 돈까지 다 물어주고.
나랑 그만해.
야 홍설, 그러니까 네 말은 유정 선배가 뒤에서 찔러놓고 앞에서는 아닌 척 도와줬다고?
I don't see like how is this a reasonable reason to harass her? Yes, it wasn't Jung that posted it, but she like later apologized for that. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, she drops out after the harassment. She comes back and he offers to have lunch together. Yeah. And then like after he persistently asks her to have lunch with him, she finally agrees, basically to get him off her back. And after some time, they started dating. Let that sink in. So the problem is that, number one, there was obviously a better choice. yes, there was second lead syndrome. At least to me, from what I read from other people, they didn't feel second lead syndrome, which is crazy because the other guy was obviously a better human being. Dare I say? Um, and second, the creepy behaviors. I don't know, like actual stalking. Actual stalking. They were never shamed. Never ever shamed. Like, yeah, him hurting other people, not directly, technically. It was taken seriously, okay? And deemed as bad. But what about him in the relationship? Him being persistent to even start this thing after a year of harassment is crazy. And then he stalks her on multiple occasions, and we're supposed to ignore that? I don't know what to say. I must mention the ending was better as they did take a break from each other. And well, from what I realized, like he got the break to get better because he knew that like he was a bit crazy. So that I like that. I like that. But like to be fair, this stuff there, it was not taken seriously, at least not seriously enough. And the problem is, this is not the first time I noticed this weird dynamic. He's attractive, so the creepy things he does are actually cute. In another K drama, Crazy Love, the guy pretends to have lost memories due to an accident and harasses people throughout the show, the whole entire show, everybody suffering, okay? He literally got death threats. That's how bad he hurt others. But at least he got redemption. Wow, bare minimum. Yeah, he like hired them back. The people that he harassed to the point that they quit their jobs. Yeah. Basically, he got the bare minimum, right? The redemption, and we're supposed to praise that. The thing is, if the actors weren't conventionally attractive, people with those behaviors, they wouldn't be seen as quirky or cute. And the worst case I've seen was actually in this anime that's hated widely. So, it's bad if everybody hates it. Well, not everybody, to be fair. To be fair, there are a lot of people that romanticize it and like it. And when I first watched it, I liked it. But, I was what, like 11, 12? I don't know. I couldn't tell what's good, what's bad, bro. So there's this anime Wolf Girl and Black Prince, and that is not nearly talked enough about, See, the thing is, often the romanticization happens in the community, not in the show itself. But this here, oh lord, even thinking makes me hate it, This show and manga, even more to be fair, they both romanticize actual abuse, mainly mental, but it's still actual abuse. And I don't want to get too deep into what happens in the story, but a quick description is probably needed. So the main character, Erica, is a pathological liar. So she lies mainly to fit in with her friend group as she couldn't really find people to connect to. And one of her lies is about having a boyfriend. Her friends have kind of caught up with her lies and ask her to show a picture of him. She snaps a picture of a random attractive guy, and guess what? He's popular at school. Wow, we're so surprised. That's so unexpected. Erica realizes that she's cooked and asks the guy to act like her boyfriend. In return, the sadistic freak asks her to be his dog. Yeah, to be his dog. We're off to a great start. Yeah. And so it doesn't even get better, as he was consistently rude to her, avoided dates, and reinforced her eating disorder. Yeah, in the manga specifically, to be fair. And the thing is, she falls in love even though, again, she's treated like an actual dog. And she fell in love really quickly. She fell in love really quickly. Like, I'm pretty sure in the second episode already, she was talking about her, like, her heart was, like, beating so strong. And, like, bro, he asked you to fetch a stick. And she did.
おい、ポチ。拾ってこい。
なんでそんなこと。
聞こえなかったか？拾ってこいって言ってんだよ。お前、犬だろ。遅えよ。いつまで待たせんだ。
だってどこ行ったか分かんなくて。
んなもん、その辺で適当なの拾ってくりゃいいだろ。お前お得意の嘘つくならこういうとこだろ。ほんとバカだよ。
分かりにくいけど慰めてくれてるんだろうか。あれ今なんか。
どうした？
単に気づいてないだけで案外近くにいるのかもよ。まさか。
さっさと行くぞ、ポチ。
And see, nothing is criticized. The relationship is not shamed at all. Is that supposed to be normal? Mind you, the anime and manga are considered shoujo, which means that they're aimed at young girls. So, like, what's with the halo effect? Why can't we not just use our brains and see that there's actual abuse? I would go ahead and blame the show, sure, but what about the consumers of the media? I'd say that killing and stalking would be the most obvious example, as back when it was at its prime, I saw too many people calling this thing a romance manga. Hey guys, this is editor Gabby speaking. I'm interrupting your video to just mention that a lot of big platforms are listing this manhwa as a romance genre, or more specifically boy love. The thing is, I feel like this is only further pushing this bad narrative of abuse being romantic, right? As there was genuinely nothing to cling on to, like, even find the tiniest bit of romance. And I really like this quote from Nari and her stories, a blog. Go check it out, it's really interesting to read. So, anyone who claims it falls under the romance genre needs to see a therapist, because there is nothing romantic about this story. Killing Stalking is a case study of Stockholm Syndrome, the effects of abuse, domestic violence, gaslighting, and manipulation. It is a violent book that tells a gripping story without the romanticization of abuse. And I agree with that wholeheartedly. There is nothing at all, giving the impression that this is supposed to be romantic. Which is why I'm confused at why are not only the stands, right, the people who are reading, people who may be unaware or have their life problems that would make it seem that abuse is romantic to them, why are the big platforms like Wikipedia and Amazon listing this manhwa as a romance story? Genuinely, I'm just really disappointed, and I wanted to point it out. Anyway, back to the video. Look, personally, I didn't read it, since it's not really usually my cup of tea, but I did do my research and am more than aware of the events that took place. And let me tell you that there was no romance in sight at all. Not even a hint of romance, okay? Big Youngboom like Sangwoo, I don't know if I'm pronouncing their names right. I'm sorry, I don't even remember their names. I'm pulling them out of my head. Yes, he did like him romantically, but it was just mentioned at the start. It's just showed as a way for them to, meet each other. After that, there was no hints at romance in the whole manhwa. So tell me why. Even when the series literally depicted a kidnapper and killer, as well as a rapist, after that, people found it romantic? I don't even know what to say to that. It's actually crazy. I also saw this happen to real people as well. So this Halloween, I saw a girl wanting to dress up as Elvis and Priscilla. an actual abuse victim that was groomed in a relationship. Priscilla was like 14 and Elvis was 24. That's a 10-year age gap. Yeah, that's when we first met. And she was in ninth grade. Ninth. And Elvis wasn't even discreet about the abuse towards her. He literally told his friend Rex that Priscilla was young enough that I can train her any way I want. He was also controlling her fashion, hair, had porcelain caps placed on her teeth, and demanded her to improve her posture. Hey guys, this is Editor Gabby speaking again. I feel like what I already told doesn't really help explain fully why the relationship was that abusive if we exclude the 10-year age gap. Yeah, that's something. But it gets worse. So Elvis was the one that introduced Priscilla to drugs, as well as after Priscilla gave birth to their child, Elvis didn't want to have sex with her anymore. And it's not like he didn't want to have sex with anyone, just Priscilla after she gave birth. He was also like keeping her, saving her for marriage. So like he didn't have sex with a minor. I feel like that doesn't really help his case, but you know. I hope that makes it clear for you guys. Oh, also like on different articles I found that like Elvis did abuse her physically. On others I found that Priscilla herself stated that Elvis didn't physically assault her. So I mean, I'll leave that to your research, as for me, I just found contradicting articles and it didn't really show the real thing. Back to the video again. I thought that after the movie, it'd be harder to romanticize the relationship since, you you could actually visually see the abuse.
I don't know, there's just something about it, a catchiness that it's missing.
Watch out! I'm sorry, baby.
And learn the whole story. But people still idolize the relationship. And see, the thing is, I'm confused about why does this even happen? I spent a lot of time trying to find reasons for this behavior, and I'll be mainly focusing on the victims, as usually abusers don't go around saying how cute it is to abuse people. Actually, never mind. There was this clip as like, I like a girl that I can throw around. Yeah, let's like not normalize that. Hey guys, this is Editor Gabby again. Ooh, you missed me? A long time, huh? Anyway, I cannot find the video for the life of me. It's like it disappeared off the earth. I'm not joking. There was a podcast. I know there was a podcast. I saw it with my very own two eyes. I can't find it anywhere. I've searched the whole internet, like every single app where it could be uploaded. Trust me, it has been searched on. I've been in the depths of Reddit as well. Can you imagine that? Like YouTube, Reddit, TikTok, Google, everything that you can name, it has been searched. It's like it disappeared. But there was a video, I swear. Please, somebody in the comments, if you can, please tell me if you find it, because I'm feeling crazy right now. Like I'm accusing a nobody of doing something that didn't happen. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there is a video, I swear. Anyway, back to the video, guys. Enjoy. Okay, no, never mind. Abusers do that, but here I really don't want to go too deep in that. And, for the abusers, all I'm gonna say is seek professional help. And I'm serious. I'm genuinely serious. Like, with all the care in the world, please seek professional help. And on the victim's part, and what I mean by victim is that people that romanticize the abuse and say that they'd like to be in the victim's place, I'd say there are a few factors as to why they romanticize abuse. So firstly, abuse is more common than one might think. a lot of those people were abused in their family, and in that case, romanticizing abuse becomes a coping mechanism. Another thing would be related to what I talk about, well, the whole video. Abuse is often depicted in media that's pushed towards younger audiences, as well as they often get influenced by what they hear online. If someone says that stalking is hot, and a lot of people agree, the younger person will likely want to fit in and agree. This way, changing their mindset and continuing the cycle of get influenced and influence others. But for people that want to be in the victim's place, this same suggestion would fit you. Please seek professional help. I'm genuinely asking you to do that. You're gonna help yourself. I promise. Professional help. I mean, to be fair, everybody needs a therapist, no matter if you feel like you have big problems or not. But in this case, genuinely, check out what therapists or maybe even psychiatrists have to offer. So I hope that I managed to at least make you think about how you yourself feel about the romanticization of violence and abuse, as this topic has been bothering me for a while, and I'm glad that I finally got the chance to talk about it. So thanks for listening to my rant. Take care of yourselves. Literally. Bye. Love you.